step foundation, what it looks like. Here is this just your bricks. That's your NGL, natural ground line level. Now, where in school will we find this? Where you go to the gym, and you go down towards that rugby field. I think it's at Coldstone, if I'm not mistaken. When you go down there, you'll find that the office is on top, where the gym is right on top, right on Barnes, which will be the top part of it. But you go down right where we have the gym. So on the side where we have the hockey astroturf, that's the side that where they've done what we call the step foundation. Because otherwise, if they were digging from the ground one way, it will be too deep. But now what they have to do there is to create what we call a step foundation. This is what it looks like. This is how you draw it. But this is the answer that we need. Right? These two walls are your external walls. There's your foundation here, which is for the external wall. There's your foundation, which is for your external wall. Then we have our anti-stepped earth. You can see that the NGL is at an angle. So imagine here you standing on top of Barnes. Then you go down towards the gym, towards Coldstone. So that is given as an angle because this is a slope area. Then here we have our hardcore fill. And then here we have the floor slab. This line here, never mind about it, that is just the end, breaking continuity. They should have had the zigzag line here. And this line, these two lines here, on the left and the one on the right, that's for your DPC. Then you put the label DPC on both sides. NGL and NGL on both sides. And then you do your hatching. And that is how we do our step foundation. So, your activity is task 7. What are you given here? You are given an incomplete view of a section through a step foundation to sloping ground, showing the walls and the slab. There are no hatching details on the view, just like our previous work where they gave us everything but there were no hatching details. You are actually copying this, then you include your hatching details. Of course, you see this is the answer, the exact answer. That's what you need to reproduce. But yours will have everything, even the dimensions. All right. So you must now copy this to scale of 1:20. Previously, we used scale of 1:10. But today, the scale is 1:20. So you divide these by 20, all of these by 20. All right? And use correct paper. You must hatch according to sense 10143, which is this. You must label the DPC and NGL on both sides, DPC on both sides, and the drawing labeled and scale used. You're going to use a scale of 1:20, and this is the label that you must use. But scale is 1:20. Now here, they never ask for any dimensions. On the previous drawings, they asked us to do the dimensions. But with this one here, there are no dimensions required. Right. So, for me, today, this is the end in terms of explaining. Unless if there are any questions.